Hey guys, I'm here on the PTR for 10.1, but kind of gearing up for 10.07, which drops on Tuesday. Pretty exciting stuff for Resto Shaman, in my opinion. It's my opinion, obviously, but I think some major buffs and really good quality of life changes are coming for us. So let's take a look. I want to take a look at the talent tree first. I guess briefly I can talk about kind of the major changes to the class itself, which is we're getting all healing done increased by 8%. That's just flat healing done. And then acid rain damage is getting reduced, and lightning damage or lightning bolt damage is getting increased. So stuff like that. The main changes here are in the talent tree, actually. And I'm set up for Mythic Plus here. You're going to have something different for Raid. But just a general overview is that a lot of really nice quality of life changes have been implemented here, and primarily reducing kind of the number of talents that exist is really helpful. Some old ones have been combined, and really this, here there used to be 2 lightning bolt you had to take to get down here, and that improved lightning bolt is gone now. We're just given more lightning damage into our class, which is really nice. Same over here. There used to be a talent here for increased lightning bolt damage and chain lightning damage. That is gone. That's just base in our class now. So those two buttons are gone. There's 2 over here with the totem cooldown reduction that are gone, and kind of enabling us to take some of the stuff we would have to sacrifice for in the current patch. More defensiveness. You wanted to take improved Ghost Wolf or Spirit Wolf. Or Earth Elemental, for example, you'd have to give something up. But now we can kind of take all this nice utility. We can have Windrush Totem, we can have Double Cap Totem if you wanted. You can have this Elemental Orbit, which we'll talk about in a second, why Earth Shield is good. And if you needed to, you would spec into Curse Dispel, right? Or you would spec into Poison Cleanse, depending on if you need it for the dungeon you're running. And one thing to note about this is this currently, if you need a poison dispel in Alcathar Academy, the tree boss, this dispels 1 stack off your tank, so doesn't do anything right now. In 10.07, this will dispel all the stacks off your tank. So this will actually be really, really good for Alcathar Academy coming up here. A lot of major changes on this side as well to the Resto specific tree, where we're given a couple new things. A couple things are gone, right? And most importantly, I think, to talk about is this Spirit Walker's Tidal Totem, which is the new node that is under Mana Tide. And you'll see here I've now taken Mana Tide, even for something like Mythic Plus. Well, why? What Spirit Walker's Tidal Totem does is, when you use Mana Tide Totem, the cast time and mana cost of your Healing Wave and Chain Heal gets reduced by 50% for 10 seconds. So in practice, what this looks like is you're just going to be able to spam your... Let me get to a place where there's other people so I can kind of show you how much healing it does. You're able to just spam your Chain Heal as you need, and that would be your main throughput ability, right? So let's see. Let me drop a Cloud Burst, and then Mana Tide, and let's see how fast this is. So you see, I have 1 second Chain Heals with Mana Tide down, and I'm really able to just spam fast and bursty Chain Heals. That's it. But that ability pairs really well with something like Cloudburst Totem, right? Which is you're filling up your Cloudburst and then it goes off after 15 seconds. Also pairs really well with Ancestral Guidance and Ascendance. So this is a really strong ability, and if you never played with it before, I think you'll be surprised at how helpful this is to the Shaman toolkit. It's kind of something we're really missing right now, is this ability to respond to large damage, kind of emergency damage, right? We're not, we can set up for huge damage events, but we're not really able to respond to something that happens, let's say a big burst of damage goes out on the party. We can pop a couple cooldowns, but something like Primordial Wave takes, a few globals to set up, right? So to get the most out of, Ascendance or Ancestral Guidance, you would have to set up Riptides beforehand on the whole party, or set up a large Cloudburst Totem or something like that. Well, giving us this gives us the ability, to respond after the damage event with kind of just flat pumping. That's all it is. It's pumping in the most essential definition of the word. We're going to be able to pump healing with this 3-minute Mana Tide cooldown. So you definitely are going to want to be taking this in Mythic Plus and try it out. I think it's going to smooth out a lot of our gameplay and fill out some of the holes that we have in our healing profile. This is a really nice addition, and I think you're going to enjoy this a lot. This used to be a legendary, I think, in BFA it was, I want to say. So if you've never played with this before, definitely try it out. A couple other changes. Acid Rain's nerfed a bit. I think you still take it in Mythic Plus especially. There's this node under Healing Tide now, which I believe is more of a raid thing. I don't think we have the points to spend on it in Mythic Plus. Same with Tidebringer, which I would assume is more of a raid ability. It's increased chain heal bounce range, basically. Anything else? I think that's pretty much it. I would assume on Tuesday your tree should look something like this if you're doing Mythic Plus. There's some talents you can play around with here and there. You can take Downpour, obviously, as you do. You can spec out an Earth Living Weapon. But, overall, we've saved a few points that were here before. This Water Shield, right? There used to be a Water Shield node here. That's just given to us basic Shaman ability now. So that's saving a point. This Lightning Bolt is gone. That's saving a point. Overall, just feels really nice. Just feels good to play on the PTR at least. And I'm excited to see what it's going to look like on Tuesday in our live keys. But it feels very comfortable. Things are much more comfortable to spec into. I'm never like at the start of a dungeon, kind of like jiggering my talents around, trying to figure out which ones I can take and which ones I have to drop. I'm much more happy here on this side, especially taking, especially the defensive abilities that I want, like Earth Elemental and Spirit Wolf, as well as this Nature's Guardian is actually pretty good as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think now, are we going to be S tier? Is Resto Shaman going to be S tier? I don't think so. I think the problem still exists that Evoker and Druid are in the game, and Evoker just kind of pushed us out of the scene a little bit because they bring Lust as well, but they also bring, I don't want to say better utility, but more important utility. For example, Raging Dispel. It's raging this week in live WoW, and so if you play Resto Shaman, it's much more difficult to get invited to groups on Raging Week. It's hard to get into pugs because everyone's just looking for Evoker and Druid in their healer slot, because that solves a lot of problems for composition, right? Druid brings B-Res and Raging Dispel. Evoker brings Bloodlust and Raging Dispel. Evoker brings a lot of stuff, right? Zephyr is really good. 20% damage reduction cooldown. Druids are super, utility monsters, right? They have so much utility. So, are we going to be S tier? I don't think so, just for those reasons. But a lot of nice stuff being added. I think this Earth Shield... Oh, did I talk about this yet? Earth Shield is giving 6% damage reduction if you take this Earth and Harmony ability, which you will take because you need to take Ascendance for Mythic Plus. This is going to be super nice. You keep one of these on yourself and keep the other one on a tank, or if someone needs a spot healing, you Earth Shield them, right? That 6% DR is going to be super helpful. I'm thinking to a 25 Azure Vault I tried this week, and I died to all the bosses, and I wasn't expecting to die, but there was a few situations when I was overkilled by from 100% to 0. I was overkilled by 300 or 400 health or 600 health or something, and having 6% DR from Earth Shield, I just keep Earth Shield on myself, makes Shaman just automatically a little bit more viable. So, let me know how you guys are doing next week. Posting this a few days early, but let me know how your 10.07 is going. My guess is, it's going to feel much more comfortable to play Resto Shaman. And I think you're going to see a few more people playing it through the end of this tier and into next tier. I think the buffs are really, really quite nice. I'm not going to say we're going to be S tier. I don't want to jinx it, first of all. But also, for the reasons I said, I think we'll be somewhere upper B tier or A tier. I think we're going to be better than the general other healers, so Mistweaver, Holy Pally, stuff like that. I think we are a step above them because we bring a lot of damage with Acid Rain, with lava burst and stuff. One of the better single target damage healers. We're just not, we're not Evoker, we're not Resto Druid. But there's some benefits to having a Resto Shaman in your group now. I think this is one of them. This Earth Shield. I think throughput wise, we're going to be definitely up there with the best of them. So let me know what you think. Let me know how your gameplay is going in 10.07. Hope everyone has fun with the changes. All right.